like, it looks like I'm
chewing tobacco.
Like I'm listening to it and I'm like, what the hell?
I give you credit because
what?
I like listen to my voice sometimes. Like, is that what I sound like?
Yeah, it's tough.
I sound terrible.
Like I'm very blinky sometimes. Like I'm like, and I'm like, what do you?
What is your face doing that?
Or sometimes like I have to look over and see how the levels are, so it looks like I'll have to cut to a full screen because it looks like I just like lost interest in you. Like you're talking, I'm like.
But I do the same thing. You'll see me. I'm like fixing my hair. Yeah. You know.
I got a cool text before. Just
did you?
The host of the show, bro. It was a total blast having you on the show today. Trust me, you're coming back 100%.
Yay! Be like, can my podcast partner come ride in the Mercedes?
Plugged our podcast today.
Did you?
And I told them what we're about. I'm gonna get a clip from it and I'll post it on our Instagram.
Love it.
Because I was like, we talk stories, we do news stories, and then we do one word improv. He's like, oh, I like that. And he goes, let's try it. So we tried it.
How'd it go?
Terrible. Because I was like, I did the if you would have told me, and then he started using way too many words.
You're like one word at a time.
But it was a good way to promote it.
That's great. Are we filming right now?
We're always filming.
Oh, hey guys.
We are always filming. I was gonna say something to you, but I'll say it when the cameras aren't rolling.
Oh, why? Is it bad?
Is that ever bad?
Sometimes. Oh, goodness. You start us off today.
I start us off today. Welcome, everyone. See, here's the thing. I never know if I should go to the center camera or to my camera. Welcome, everyone, to If You Would Have Told Me podcast with me, Joe Fernandes.
And Emily Page.
And we are back for another fun episode of our podcast. We love doing this. We do love doing it, and we need your support. I feel like I'm doing a telethon right now.
Call in this number.
Yeah.
We're raising money for Joe and Emily want Nutella lattes.
They're so delicious.
They're so good.
Nutella lattes. I mean, I discovered it this year for the first time, and it's my jam. And
then you started like that one, and you're like, I was like, I want one of those. Bring me one.
They're popular.
And they're like, hey, Emily, walk 3 blocks to meet me now.
But yeah, we love your support. People tell me they love the reels. They love everything. We need you to share them. I know people don't. Here's the thing. A couple
of my friends started sharing them.
That's great.
Yeah, I was like, thank you. Then they stopped.
Yeah, that's fine.
I get it.
You know what? I don't take offense to it because you know whose reels I don't share anybody's reels either.
No.
Unless it's like it's got to be something like
very
it's like pet related or it's like
funny or clever. Yeah.
I don't share podcast clips with other people.
Depends.
I try to heart things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just gives a little heart.
Comments. We like comments.
Comments are nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people comment.
I'll even comment back at the people that are like haters on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
I use the kindness sandwich.
I got someone that I thought was a hater.
And then they were,
TikTok.
I saw that.
She's like, what do you mean by like people in Florida? And I'm like, well, isn't it known that people in Florida are rich? She goes, well, I don't know. I thought I was asking you. I'm like, no, you weren't. You're just coming back to me like that.
Can we talk about this? I wanted to bring this up.
Yes.
I made the mistake of, I went on our YouTube and I started reading the comments. And the comments were, I talked about the melatonin. Okay. People, you need to listen. I think people forget this is a comedy podcast and they take things too literally. Because remember I was like, oh my God, I took melatonin and I passed out in like 5 minutes. They're like, there's no way you passed out that fast. Obviously, I passed out in like 30, 40 minutes. But the joke is that it hit me right away because I had never taken melatonin before. But you people are too literal. They're like, it's not, obviously, shut up.
Yeah. Screw those people.
And it didn't bother. I was just like, you people don't get it.
They don't. Especially, that was on YouTube.
Yeah.
And YouTube is savages.
Is it?
I've gotten so many like mean comments on like stand-up videos. It's just
trolls.
These garbage people that are just living in their mom's basement. And like here's my new thing now.
Joe's new thing.
Joe's new thing. Well, it's not a new thing, but like for a while I did, especially on YouTube, it's post and ghost. It's like I post and I see that there's comments. I try not to look at them. Mm-hmm. Here's my theory. I think bad comments and good comments both negatively affect me.
Really? Give me an example of a good comment that negatively affects you.
Well, not in the moment. Like a bad comment will hurt my feelings in the moment. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know if it's healthy for me to get too much praise. Not like praise. Praise is probably the wrong word. I get what you mean.
Like compliments.
Compliments. Like I feel ego? Like it's okay. It's not as bad as negative, but there's something that doesn't sit right with me.
Right.
That I'm look like the way I feel when I get it.
Right.
I don't. There's like certain aspects of yourself. You're like, I don't like the fact that I want this.
Okay, I get what you're. So
I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly.
Yes, I don't know. Like, I understand what you're saying. I also am. It's hard for me sometimes with compliments. So I'll give like an example that's not positive. So like dating, we're talking about dating, whatever. Yeah. When a guy will just be like, "You're so pretty," I get weird. I'm like, don't like compliment something else. Like I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. Right. So maybe it's like sometimes you get complimented on things and you're like, maybe you don't feel that way, or it's an insecurity of yours. So you're like, I don't know.
No one called me pretty, but
you're so pretty, Joe.
You know, it's not even about the insecurity. I think it's like my whole problem with like
thinking you suck.
it's my whole thing about social media. Now, social media is what it is.
Fake. It's fake.
It's fake, but like I can only look at myself, and it's like I think like I heard like Chrissy D talk about it too, like where it's like I don't like that aspect of me that like feeds off of the positive, like the likes, the comments, how something's doing, how popular I like. I don't.
You don't want it to be controlling your life and the decisions you make with like. So you want to post stuff because you like it. You don't want to feel like I need the validation of like comment.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. Where it's like, I think the positive could affect me in a negative way as well.
You get hungry for it.
I don't want to be hungry for it, and it's not necessarily because it's like you know, you post something like, I want to check, I want to see how it's doing.
Oh, 100%.
And then I'm like, I don't want to be that person.
Oh,
I just want to be creative and put my stuff out there, and it is what it is.
I've posted stuff before, and then I've come back and it hasn't gotten enough likes where I'll delete it and repost it later at a later time.
I've done that.
100%.
I remember one time posting a joke. It was up there for 10 minutes without anything, and I left it, and I'm like, where's this sudden self-esteem? I'm like letting this thing ride.
Right. Did you end up getting
nothing? I wound up getting a lot because I guess the algorithm finally picked it up.
But it is nerve-wracking.
It's nerve-wracking.
And it shouldn't be.
Is it me?
What were we like before this was like a thing?
Like, you know what I mean? How do we feed the ego?
Or did we just what a simpler time. We probably just didn't even care.
I'm trying to get back to that in my life.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of soul searching.
No, what? Yeah.
We're doing a lot of life.
No, but social media, well, especially.
Well, I don't care about building at this point too, like, I kind of understand, like, I know, you know, that if we really tried really hard to get followers and likes on our personal comedy pages, we could probably figure it out.
Right.
But I don't care enough.
No.
If I'm not getting booked on gigs because I don't have 10,000 followers, then I don't want to be on that gig anyway.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. No, exactly.
But there is that sometimes that took me a while to get to though, because for a while I was like, how do we get more followers? I need to get noted. And now I'm like, why do I have a full-time job, a kid, friends, and family?
Right.
Like where am I prioritizing this?
Yeah. Well, because I was like I have my comedian fan, I have my profile on Facebook and the fan page, the comedian Joe Fernandes one, and I never invite comedians to like it because I'm like, I don't need you guys to like my stuff. I need regular people to like my stuff.
I need normal people.
It's like if I post a flyer to show, okay, it's very nice if 24 comedians like it. But
none of you are coming to the show.
None of you are coming to the show. I appreciate it, and believe me, I like your stuff too. I want to help you with your algorithm, but I want to reach people, but I don't. It's like a catch-22 because I do love. I'm really focused on the podcast right now. Like
Right.
a lot of my energy. I'm really into this. I really feel that it's I just feel it's great.
Yeah, me too. I've actually quit my full-time job just to focus
Just
on
to
this.
focus on. I mean, I'm just giving up all this
I
money.
gave up. I disowned my child. It's like just focusing.
Yeah.
No, but I get what you mean. Like same.
And it's good because podcasts. It's a slow burn. Especially we're not famous, but I've gotten.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, she's famous. She's famous. I'm not famous. But
I don't know. That guy comes in the TikTok goes, I don't know that girl, which I assume that many knew you. I don't know who she is.
Never heard of her.
But
Or something.
knows who Joe Fernandez is.
I'm sorry. I just
That's what made me laugh at that comment the most. I don't even know who that girl is.
Well, I think it was because in that clip you said I'm a comedian. I didn't say that.
You're just some guy.
I'm just some guy. I'm just a podcaster. I'm just a podcaster. I'm shocked when people do know me.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
It is
I've
weird.
never. It's like the weirdest thing when like someone's like, hey, they like try to keep it secret. I'll be like in a grocery store. Hey, I saw you last Saturday. That's pretty funny.
What do you even react to that? Like, oh, thanks.
Thank you. I remember one time early on, I'm like open micer level. It's like Stress Factory comic.
Stop bragging.
I'm just saying it was one time.
Bragging.
I was I lived in Old Bridge at the time, and I used to shop at the ShopRite all the time. I'm just here.
Stop bragging.
I am just here to blow myself up. You know what I'm saying?
Old Bridge, ShopRite,
garden apartment.
I know where those are.
No, not the ones by there. Those are crazy.
Oh, okay.
No, the little nicer ones. Listen.
Different ones.
Nice ones.
Okay.
Nice ones. No barbecue on the front steps.
Anyway.
So now I've had people back in that time be like, I saw you at the open mic. Like they were there with their friend. And then some in line no, I wasn't in ShopRite. I'm actually on a video shoot.
That's
right. I'm
totally different.
I'm on a video shoot and I'm waiting for. I have my camera set up. I'm outside somewhere. I'm just sitting there waiting for the things to start. And the dude goes, "Dude, where do I know you from? Where do I know you from?" And I'm like, he's like, "I've seen you before. I see you. You're so familiar to me." And I'm like, all right, you go to Wednesday night open mic, the Stress Factory. I'm like thinking, it must be for comedy. He goes, "You shop at ShopRite on Route 9 and I go, yeah. He's like, yeah, you come to my lane a lot. I'm like, that's how
you know.
I got recognized as being a frequent shopper. But my head, I was like, obviously.
You used to know me from open mics at the Stress Factory?
Obviously, you see my tight 3.
It's very difficult to write a tight 3.
Oh, in the beginning?
People don't, well, just like to have, like, think about how many, like a good, not like a bad tight 3, but have a solid tight 3, the punches you got to get out right away.
Oh, yeah.
That's a harder.
It is. Oh, short sets are hard.
Yeah.
I have my first Stress Factory set ever on tape.
I had my Stress Factory set on tape too.
Is that your first open mic?
No, I hosted there.
Oh, okay.
I've only hosted there once. I had a great time. I hosted
real show?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I hosted for Gaspar Randazzo.
Okay.
And Jay Yoder.
Oh, okay.
It was really fun. I have a great set from there.
Oh, that's awesome.
I would like to go back.
So we were talking about social media and
Sorry,
comments.
we took a trip.
We should call this podcast. If you had told me we'd take so many detours.
Oh, I saw. Wait, hold on. I gotta show this. I saw a meme. This goes along with what we were just talking about, and I posted. Hold on, let me find it. It said, "It's crazy how if you get good grades, they just let you raw dog ADHD your whole life," which is basically me. Because I was like, I probably would have been diagnosed with something, but
You think so?
I got A's, so they left me alone.
There you go. They gave. I don't. Sometimes I think I have it, but then I'm like, do I have ADD or am I bored with something?
I think we're all a little bit all over the place.
Here's the problem. The word spectrum came into the lexicon, and I think it makes people like diagnose themselves.
I think everything's on a spectrum.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah,
not everything, but like think about it. Like we're not going to talk about politics, but politically, there's a spectrum, right? Some issues you might fall. You're not like some people are.
Well, that's rational,
right? but I also think like sexuality is on a spectrum.
Okay, yeah, sexuality.
I mean, autism is a spectrum. I think we all fall somewhere on that line because remember, it's a spectrum. So you could be at the a 0.
Yeah.
But you could also be at a 0.5 or a 1. Like that's my brain, the way it works.
Yeah.
So ADHD, sure, could we all be, or ADD, we could all be on a spectrum of having some attention effect. Not that you need to be diagnosed. I agree with you. I think too many people are diagnosing themselves with stuff.
I think people diagnose themselves with autism all the time.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Usually that's because we're surrounded by comics.
Right. And I don't buy it.
No.
Some of them I don't buy because I'm like, listen, I know autistic people,
right,
and they don't talk about it nearly as much as people that think
as open micers.
Right.
No, I would agree with that.
You know, I know one legit autistic comedian who makes the greatest comedy memes ever.
Oh, yes. He's fantastic. Should we give him a shout out?
Yes, give him a shout out.
I don't remember his first
name.
There we go. Wait,
Kurt Ryan.
Kurt Ryan. I was going to say Ryan Kurt. No, that's why I was like.
Kurt Ryan.
He's very funny, very clever.
Makes me laugh so hard.
And he has such a great following now, and he earned every follower.
Love that kid.
Yeah, I always repost his fun. Like, so good. The one that we should write together.
His stand up is good. I've seen
his stand up is very good, but his memes are chef's kiss.
I did that with you with the text.
Yeah.
I was like,
I did it well. Yeah, I know exactly what I was in a sketch writing class online through UCB during COVID, and this one girl, and I'm gonna butcher it, but this one girl wrote this whole sketch about like this person using chef's kiss wrong the entire time, and I don't remember any lines, but I remember crying laughing because it was like chef's kiss. That's not how that works. Such a great one though.
Yeah. Have you ever on social media? Have you ever taken like a social media like detox?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I think the longest I did it for was like 3 weeks, which is actually a pretty long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah. I have been lately not using it as often the last few days.
Social media?
Yeah, I kind of like only for our podcast and whatever, but I needed like a brain break. When I go to Savannah this weekend, which I probably will already be home by the time this airs, but like I'll take a little social media break then because I'll be out and about. So I'll go on social media like maybe late at night, but I'll use my phone mostly. When I travel, I mostly use my phone during the day as like a camera. You know what I mean? To take pictures and then so like I'll take little social media breaks.
No, that I've been doing that with myself.
When you go hiking.
Oh yeah,
you're like not.
No. I'll take pictures of my dog, and then when I'm in my car and like,
we all
chilling.
love those pictures of Cody.
Oh my god, he's
so cute.
I know he's getting old, my man, but he's good though. He's a good doggy. He's my salvation.
Your emotional support doggy.
Yeah,
that's my cat.
Yeah, like those pictures you post.
Tito, my boyfriend, as I call him. Yeah, he lays in bed with me every night. Oh, nothing, no always. He'll be so excited when I get home tonight.
I tried this app called Refocus.
Is that your meditation? That's not your meditation.
No, this is it's like a social media like blocking app.
Oh, tell me more.
I did a little trial on it, and it was very interesting because I wanted some data on my behavior, and it's really, it shows you how many times you pick up the phone, how many times you on each individual app. It'll show you how many times you go for those apps, even though they're blocked. Because that's what I was like. So I was like on my like you said, like you would need like a brain break or whatever. So like I would be like, I'm done with social media for like today. Like I'll just be like, I have nothing to promote. I have no need to be on here. But like muscle memory,
so hard.
My hand just goes and and the app's open, and I'm like, I don't even know. Can I have like a thought?
No.
So I've been trying to do it more lately. Where I'm just, like we've discussed on earlier podcasts in private, a lot of stuff going on. So it's like I'm really trying to limit distraction.
Be present and just
be present
sit
in my life and in myself. I'm doing a meditation. I'm trying to do things that are just making me better.
Because social media can be very time consuming and stressful. Like, I don't think sometimes I don't realize like the stress because you're like comparing yourself to others or saying like, or then you're sitting there wasting hours just scrolling and then like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just I'm wasting time.
Right. And I think that time I could be writing more.
Right.
Or just sitting, you know what? How about just living?
Right.
Just being in the moment. Like,
right.
I don't know. But like, as far as like, you know, like my need to promote and pop it, that it's like, it's almost gets to a point where I'm like, I wish I had the money to pay someone to do my social media for me.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Because it's like,
it's a full-time job.
Politics aside, that's like some people are like, I get off because I hate politics. I can ignore that. And if there's something, if you're a person who posts things that I don't like, first off, I'm like, how do I know you?
Right, like how did you show up on my page?
Are you just friends with me on Facebook because I performed at a VFW in Pennsylvania?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I won't unfriend people, I'll hide them. I just want them to see your nonsense.
Just mute them, hide them,
whatever it is. That stuff doesn't bother me. Like I said, it's more about me. I'm like, what the hell's going on with you, dude?
Yeah.
Like, anyway, TikTok's very addicting.
So I was just explaining to you how I got a new phone. So now because of the TikTok ban, like I can't use the app anymore on my phone. So that's actually... because now I have to open Safari to look at them.
Yeah.
I'm not on it as much anymore because it's not as user friendly.
Yeah. Do you feel the pull though, like the addiction to do it?
Always. I love TikToks, watching TikToks and stuff like that because they're quick and they're short and they're entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, my big one's Instagram. It's always been Instagram. I'm a big picture person, so I like looking through it and stuff like that. But I try to be better. I go through moments where I'm way better. And then I go through stuff like last night, I'm like, time to go to bed.
Yeah.
I actually have an article that will correspond to that.
Oh, perfect.
We want to when we're ready to segue into it.
I try not to. I have my phone goes into sleep mode. Mm-hmm. No notifications, no nothing at like 9:30.
Okay.
I mean, I could still see if someone, but it won't ding, it won't vibrate. Right. So I can look at the notification. So if a friend texts me, I can decide whether I want to.
That's funny.
But I try not to, scroll, whatever.
It's hard.
It is hard. It is hard.
I used to listen to podcasts to fall asleep too. And then I would hit I would set a timer. Mm-hmm. So it would shut off at a certain time. But sometimes I think that's the thing is I like with TikTok, I like listening. It's not even like the watching. I just like hearing the noise. Yeah. And it makes me sleepy. Sure. But then I'm also watching a video, so it's keeping me awake.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Let's try this. Article. So I found this a funny story with this. I found this article on Yahoo and I was on my computer. So I was like, let me search for it on my phone so I can pull it up. And it's why your smartphone might be. And I just typed that in.
Let's start this sentence over again. I just want to, I'm going to add this article because it's a smartphone. It's a smartphone. And then you open the smartphone and it's a smartphone. It talks about when smartphones. My
mom was always like mumbles. Please repeat yours. I talk very quickly and I mumble. My mom makes fun of me. She's like, Emily, you talk so fast and you just mumble. No one heard anything you just said. So I was reading this article on my computer. I was like, let me find it on my phone. So I started typing in Google the title of the article, which starts, why your smartphone might not be ... And the first option that came up on Google was why your smartphone might not be making you happy. I was like, oh, that would be great. But that's not the one I have for you today. Right. So this one is why your smartphone might not be the best alarm clock. Because I use mine as my alarm clock. So I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
So it says, as the new year begins, those focusing on health improvements might consider swapping their phone alarms for traditional alarm clocks. Using a traditional alarm clock instead of a phone could lead to better sleep, according to some experts. They recommend leaving phones in another room to reduce distractions. I don't think I could ever do that because I'd be like, where's my phone? I can't find my phone. In the morning, I'd be like running around like a lunatic.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, you just put your thing in like a sleep mode or something.
Right. But I've gotten that. My phone is freaking out right now. Yeah, I don't know. And basically it just says a traditional alarm clock. Hold on. Sorry. I'm getting attacked by ads right now. A traditional alarm clock might also make it less tempting to hit snooze repeatedly. I don't necessarily know if I'd agree with that.
A traditional
alarm clock would make you hit snooze less.
I don't buy that.
I don't buy that at all. But that's basically all it's talking about is what we were talking about, distractions. They're saying that you're more likely to scroll on your phone. You're going to keep you up at night. The lighting up, you're more likely to want to touch your phone if it's near you.
True, but I think that's a little overboard putting it in another room.
I know.
I mean, like my sleep timer. So like say there's 3 or 4 people that I want to be able to get in touch with me.
Right.
You can just designate those contacts.
Right.
They'll be able to notify you.
Exactly.
And I couldn't have it in another room.
Well, I think people also at this point you need to learn self-control.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm practicing, self-control.
Good for you, Joe.
I'm sorry.
Good for you. Like, what are we?
Was that condescending the way she said "good for you"?
No, it was great.
I thought you were like, "Good for you,
good
Joe.
For you,
good for
Joe.
you, Joe."
Way to brag. Old Bridge Apartments, ShopRite, regular.
Guys.
No, it is. I mean, I don't know. I think it probably works for some people. Leave your phone in the other room, but like, if you're that much distracted by it, you're going to get up and get your phone anyway.
How do you feel about people on their phones when you're like out with them, like eating or?
I don't like it, but I'm also guilty of it. So I would be a hypocrite. So I think it depends. I've definitely gotten better at that as I've gotten older. I think it depends on who you're out with. I'm okay with like every once in a while, like if I'm out with somebody and they get like a work call or work something they have to take care of really quick. I get that. Yeah. But yeah, no, you should not be scrolling on your phone while you're out to dinner at like Applebee's.
I hate it. Like,
yeah.
Like I put mine. The only time I'll take mine out of my pocket is if I've lost the rest of the table to their phones.
Right.
Then I'm like, well, I'm not going to be sitting here like waiting on people.
I used to they had this trend for a while that like if you went out with friends, whoever was the first to pull their phone out had to pay the bill.
I
love that.
That's a great thing. That's where I first started practicing self-control because I was guilty of it.
We're all guilty of it.
But then I'm like, what am I doing? I'm here with somebody. I should be talking to them.
But then it's also a good sign too. Like if you're out with somebody all the time, like with friends or a significant other or like whatever, and you can't help but pull your phone out, it might mean you've outgrown that relationship.
Oh yeah, I never thought about it that way. Yeah, that'd be a weird.
Like if you're on a first date with somebody and you want to look at your phone, probably not a great date.
Oh. No.
Think about it.
I mean, a first date.
Because if I'm so into you, I'm not going to want to take my phone out.
Right.
If I'm engaged in a conversation.
Yeah. I don't think I can do it. Because I think if I was on a first date with somebody, I would. Put it this way, I probably like someone if I'm taking them on a first date. Maybe.
You would hope so.
You would hope so. But like, I would almost like have my phone like practically off, be like, I just want to focus on this and see what's up.
You're just a nice guy though, Joe. They're not all like you.
Is it being nice? I don't know. I just think it's
Stop bragging, Joe.
I feel so insecure right now. Like I'm like wow, am I like what am I?
No, you're fine.
I'll
You're fine.
But I was bad with it. I remember one time early, someone, we were doing something with like the kids in our family, and they were like, this was years ago, like when we all first getting iPhones, and it was like very addicting. Like,
oh my gosh, because it was the newest thing ever.
And like someone imitated me by being in a phone. I was like, ugh. And that was like my first realization. Like that's what my like little niece sees me as, is someone in the phone. And I was like, so like, I got like hot from it.
So my daughter started saying stuff about certain people in the family being on their phones a lot, or like she'll be like, Mom, you're on your phone too much. As soon as she says that, I put my phone down. Because if she's noticing that I'm on my phone too much, then I'm on my phone too much.
My dog notices it.
Feed me.
He does.
Feed me.
He'll come and like hit his nose and knock it out of my hand. Like, cause I'll lay on the floor with him, and I'll be on, and then he'll just knock it. He'll like, I was like, this animal is recognizing that this thing is evil.
Oh.
Because it does. The animal just goes off instinct.
Right.
It hates the phone.
Well, anytime if I'm FaceTiming somebody or I get a phone call, my cat Tito runs over and like if I'm FaceTiming, he will lay right and like try to get me away from the phone.
This is a good TikTok video. Can animals sense that phones are evil?
I think he just wants to be the center. Tito just likes being the center of attention. So he's like, whoever you're talking to can go screw off because you need to pet me right now. But yeah, they do probably not. I think animals have a great way of bringing us back to our center.
Yeah.
Like animals have a great way of bringing us back to like, and children. Animals and kids have a great way of bringing us back to reality.
That's true. I think that's what I'm really trying to get back to. Reality. That's the thing. Right. It's like, let me get out of this virtual world for a lot. But like the sleeping thing, I do my Apple Watch vibrates my wrist.
While you're sleeping?
No, to wake me up. Oh. So it's not like an alarm. It's like...
that wakes you up?
Yeah, it's nice.
I'd be like, shoo.
But it's nice. And I tap snooze and then I go. And then...
I'm always afraid I'm going to sleep through my alarm.
Yeah. I like to track my sleep. That's what's the coolest thing about
I used to have my Fitbit. I would do that. I really liked that.
And it's very interesting to see how many times I wake up and I'm like, why am I waking up?
I had the roughest night of sleep the other night where like I was like, I don't know if I just kept tossing and turning. I was having like, I think I almost had a mild panic attack. I remember waking up in the middle of the night. I had a lot going on in my brain. Yeah. But I was like, if I had my Fitbit right now, it would be like, this was terrible. You were like a little tornado. I kept turning this way.
One time I did a time lapse with my GoPro of me sleeping overnight. Okay. To see how much I move.
Was it a lot?
A lot. I was like, woo, woo. I mean, just the arms, the legs, the getting up. I'm like, where am I going? Like,
you get up at night?
I used to sleepwalk. One time when I was
did you go on an adventure?
One time when I was a kid, I didn't know that I did this, but I woke up to my brother yelling at me with a bat in his hand, and I was in the bathtub.
Doing what?
Sleeping, apparently. He heard something. He came home late. He heard something in the bathroom, like making loud noise, but it was really late at night.
Thought it was a burglar?
I guess or something. But had to go to bed. I don't know what he thought it was. I should really ask him, but he went in there with a bat and he goes, what? And I was like, and he said, Joey, what the hell are you doing in here? I'm like, what are we doing in here? Like, what's happening? Like, I didn't know. So apparently I came downstairs and went into the bathtub.
My mom was a sleepwalker when she was a kid.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. She had some stories. I can't remember any of them at this moment, but I'll ask her. Yeah. I've never sleepwalked. I used to have night terrors. So I would sit up in bed and like my eyes would be open and I just scream. My mom said she came in my room one time. I was just yelling. Like you're not awake fully, but your eyes are open. Okay. And then I just would lay back down and go to sleep. Ava, my daughter, I will hear her talking at night and I will hear her like she'll scream. I've had a couple times where I have to go to a room and I calm her down because she's just having like a nightmare, but like you're like I guess you're reacting to the nightmare, but like outwardly, not like just in yourself, you know. Right. So I calm her down, and then she'll go back to sleep. It is, a little scary.
That is frightening.
Frightening.
Yeah. Have you? So you don't sleepwalk? Have you ever slept?
I have not to my knowledge.
I've woken up in the middle of a sleepwalk, which is weird. So you're just like
in the kitchen.
Yeah, you're just walking, and then you wake up. You're like, where am I? And then I remember just like grabbing the first thing I saw.
Now, why do people sleepwalk?
Let's
Google it.
Let's get that little device that we've been complaining about.
Sleepwalking is a parasomnia or undesirable behavior that happens.
Parasomnia. I mean, of course. Wait.
It's more common in children but can occur in adults. Causes: sleep deprivation, medications, stress and anxiety. There's yours. Or
funny, a house full of sleepwalkers. You get there at like 2 in the morning and just see mom, dad, kids, those all walking around like little zombies.
Alcohol, recreational drugs, sudden noises, and needing to use the bathroom can trigger sleepwalking.
Well, I was younger. Alcohol and drugs
Yeah.
probably could have me getting into the bathtub.
Sleepwalking happens during the deepest stage of non-rapid eye movement sleep, which is more common in the first third of the night.
REM sleep, right? That's REM sleep.
No, this is NREM.
NREM?
Non-rapid eye movement.
Non-rapid eye movement.
NREM. Prevention. Getting enough sleep can help prevent sleepwalking. You can try to going to bed earlier, taking a short nap.
If you don't want to wake up when you're sleeping, get more sleep. Who came up with that? You know,
This is
be like, wait, I'm trying to get sleep, and I'm sleepwalking.
yeah.
So how of me? Is
sleepwalking a mental health issue?
Has to be.
It can be a symptom of a larger health issue.
Yeah, I think it's probably like.
Do you still sleep? When's the last time you slept walk?
Oh, I haven't woke.
Walked.
I mean, no one's told me they found me anywhere. Like I haven't. I don't know if somebody guided me back.
People are like, I hope you walk into traffic.
Yeah, I haven't woken up in a place I wasn't supposed to be in a long time. So
Sleepwalking. Is sleepwalking linked to ADHD? Going back to everything. I have ADHD.
I remember back when I was younger, I guess not sleepwalking, but like I used to get like black out.
That's called being drunk.
But you ever like I woke up in a place I didn't know where I was in the car that I was supposed to have. I didn't have and didn't know where that was.
Oh God.
I was like, I remember they're like, "Where's the car?" I'm like, "Where's the car? I don't even know where the fuck I am."
Where am I? Where's the car? Where am I?
There's a lot missing here. This is a sleep episode. Yeah.
Why do I pee on the floor in my sleep?
That's crazy. Though,
do you ever read the questions that come up?
I told the story on stage recently about my dad. I don't know if I should say that.
I mean,
all right, so plenty of dad stories can come through this podcast. I've told these on stage, and
we'll just vacuum them up.
Yeah.
That's a callback.
Callback. That's a good callback. Take a bow.
Yeah.
Heart, share, safe. Like my dad growing up, single dad, party or fun dude, just my friends would always want to come for the weekends.
The fun dad?
The fun dad.
Okay.
Because it was always like hot women, parties. It was just my friends like, can I come this weekend? This is
like hiring prostitutes to come to your room.
Oh yeah,
that's another callback. We're talking about Catcher in the Rye.
So it was. I don't know if this was a new friend. I don't know if this was the first time he was over, but like, so my dad, when you get into his house, his living room, his room, like, so if you're watching TV, his room was on one side, and you'd have to walk past us to get to the kitchen.
Okay.
So me and my buddy get there late. Put on TV. We're just watching whatever, like Saturday Night Live or something.
Nice.
We're young. And my dad wakes up drunk, sleepwalking. But
so it's genetic.
So it's genetic.
That's what they said.
He was buck naked. Right? So my dad comes out buck naked, just doesn't even
sauntering.
We don't even know that, like, he doesn't acknowledge we're there.
Right. He doesn't know you're there.
Walks past us, goes into the kitchen, takes out milk container to drink from the container, and it's old milk, so all this lumps going. So we're watching this, right? And then he goes, spits it out like back into the thing, right? Puts it back in, right? Closes the fridge, walks, lifts the garbage can, like starts peeing in it, right? And we're just like sitting there like,
what is happening?
What's especially my friend. Like, I've probably seen this before, but like, but I
just Tuesday.
I can't believe this is happening with my friend there. Then he saunters back. He's sauntering back all drunk again. And he just stops in front of the TV, stares at us and goes, "Milk's bad." And just goes into his room. And my friend goes, "Your dad rules." Like, that's all he said.
How old were you?
I was a teenager. I don't know. I'm not sure if I was if I was driving at 17, if I was 16.
Right.
I was in that age, 15 to 17 age range. But the fact that we didn't know he knew it, then he goes, milk's bad. Like, that was the thing we were worried about. He just peed in a garbage can.
I hope he cleaned that up the next time.
My dad had, like, he was the type, he's just, Joey, I can't find my hammer. Go check the microwave. Like, it was like tools in there. Like, there's tools in the oven. Yeah. Like, it was just like.
I love that, though.
I could tell another dad story if you want, just to show. So my father had a girlfriend, Debbie, who was crazy. I'll tell you more. It's
my mom's name.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong Debbie. Different Debbie.
Different Debbie. Yeah, I hope so. Imagine your mom like, oh my God.
I don't think it's the same Debbie.
Not.
No.
Well, she used to get like drunk.
Not wrong Debbie.
Yeah, she used to get drunk and be like, you guys are the reason your father won't marry me.
She sounds delightful.
We're like, yeah, that's the reason, not this. So, but like, she was a huge obsessive animal person.
How long were they together?
I don't know.
Come on, Joe. I need all the facts.
I don't know. Maybe like 6 years or something.
That's a long time.
It was a long time.
Oh, okay.
It was a long time. So, I mean, we had Vietnamese potbelly pigs, which were cute. We had, I'll show you some pictures of me with pigs. I was a little fatter and I had long hair. It's a very interesting picture.
Long hair?
I'll show you some pictures. You'll die laughing.
What color was your hair?
I had like a dirty blonde, like darkish brown.
Okay.
We were talking about that on that radio show I was on today because me and the other guy both had luscious locks when we were younger. Like, just like I'd girls be like, I wish I had your hair.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and then you gave it to them.
And then I gave it to them. Now I see them now. Like, you're bald. I'm sorry. And it was your wish.
Your wish is my command.
So there was a store. So we had fainting goats, horses.
Did you own a farm?
He was on a farm.
Oh.
Yeah, he was on a farm in
okay.
Manalapan.
Oh, that's a nice area.
Yeah, and so me and my buddy Keith get to my dad's lake. So we were driving this. We're like 17, 18. So there was a storm coming. So I guess they decided. I didn't know this at the time. I guess they decided to bring all the outside animals inside. The ones that can fit. Obviously not the horses.
I mean,
so
where there's
but
a
we
will,
didn't know
there's
this.
a way.
So I forgot whatever. My dad's lock's not working. But my dad, I checked his kitchen window, and I just opened it and it was open. So I climbed through. Keith climbs through. We get in there. It's dark and all here is. We put the lights on. There's just goats all in the kitchen. I'm like, what the hell? So when the goats were that loud, it woke up the other animals. So then you just see pigs coming out. And then like there's my dad opens the door because it's very loud. Goats are loud in the house. And my dad opens. There's geese coming out. There's little chickens.
Aww.
I mean, it is insane. Like you're like
Dr. Doolittle.
Dr. Doolittle, and I'm like, Dad. Well, he's like, I gotta get rid of her, man. Like he's like, I got.
Was Debbie even in the house?
She may have been drunk in the back. I don't know, like passed out, but maybe not. I don't remember.
Drunk with the horses?
She had to be in the house, but like it was just my dad sitting there, just like half dressed, just with animals coming out of his room, and it was just my buddy's like,
this.
Dude, this house is like amazing. Like it's just.
Whatever happened to Debbie?
I don't know. They broke up, and
did she take all her animals with her?
She took all. Oh yeah, I think we kept the horses.
Okay.
But
those would be hard to move.
Yeah, the pigs got big. We had a. I like the pigs. We had what was it? There was Corky, Cindy, Yubi, and Piggy Sue. So we had
Piggy Sue.
Yeah. But they ate everything.
Oh yeah,
including the kitchen pigs. Floor.
Yeah.
You know they love linoleum apparently.
Apparently, not good for them.
We had parrots. Did you ever have a bird?
No.
I had a bird at my mom's house. They are messy, but we had ones that would sing.
I was sending you those bird TikToks for a while because I was like, they're so freaking cute and smart.
Very smart.
So smart.
My brother Mike, the one we had at my mother's house, we had an Amazon parrot at my mother's and my father's house. We had Woody at my mom's house. I forget what my dad's parrot's name was.
Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear.
That'd be great.
And my brother used to be into Grateful Dead, and he used to always play like Ripple.
Yeah.
And the bird,
Dog sang it.
The bird learned Ripple.
That's awesome.
It'd be like da 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 da.
That's
da,
so
da.
cool.
And it was so funny because it would just hear everything.
Yeah.
So it, like, if the phone rang, it would go, "Hello, okay, bye."
Oh,
Like anytime the phone rang,
yeah.
and it would yell. My mom wouldn't know because it would hear the kids yelling for my mom. It would be like, "Ma, ma." We wouldn't even be home. My mother's like, "What?" She's like, I thought you guys were yelling for me.
The
bird. The damn bird.
And we never had bird. I had a lot of pets growing up, but more like normal. Like we had cats, dogs, fish, hamsters, guinea pigs, rabbits. We did rabbits. I loved bunnies.
Yeah.
They're a lot of work.
Yeah, my niece had a bunny. They poop a lot.
They do poop a lot.
Yeah.
And they eat their poop. Yeah. And they poop out new poop.
Yeah. Oof, the life of a bunny.
I know. I've always had cats since before I was born, and I got my first dog when I was 8. I'm a big dog cat girl.
I always had dogs at my dad's growing up.
Okay.
Because he was a big hunter. So my dad worked for Bristol Myers Squibb, the pharmaceutical company.
Okay.
And they would animal test there. So
that's how you ended up with all those pigs.
My dad would take the dogs they were going to euthanize
and keep them
and bring them to
the farm.
Yeah.
Oh.
And stuff like that. And
did they live a good life after that?
Well, yeah, they lived on a farm.
But some of the testings that
I think he didn't get a lot of them from that. There was a few he got from it. I think they stopped letting people do that.
Stop taking the animals.
But we had one named Moose. He was like a big like a hound dog kind of, We had beagles and
they're loud.
Yeah.
They're like
the beagles are loud.
That's their job.
But I found a cat in the woods. I used to go in the woods. That was what I did as a kid. And I found a cat and I brought it home and it had kittens.
I love cats.
That was named Ty. We named it Ty because she started untying our shoelaces.
That's cute.
And stuff. So we named her Ty. And that was the only cat that I had.
I think cats get a bad rep. I love cats. And I had cats growing up, and then I had 2 cats. My one cat I had to put to sleep about a year ago, and that was really upsetting for me because that was my girl. But I have a boy cat, and male cats are like puppies. He literally follows me everywhere. Like I'll be giving my daughter a bath, and he is sitting on the edge of the bathtub. Like he wants to be with his people, because I think cats get this bad rep of like they don't want to be around anyone, and like they love attention, just they want it when they want it. But they're so easy to take care of. They go in the litter box, you feed them. It's simple. I don't have to walk it in the rain or whatever. And he sleeps with me every night. Like I'll go home tonight if I was gonna go watch TV or something. He'll sit on my lap and he'll watch TV with me, and like. He's like my baby. I love him.
When I went to South Carolina, James's cat really took to me, the little one. He was sleeping in my suitcase, and he was just wherever I was at, he was at. And he was cute. Cats are nice. I haven't had one since I was a child.
A lot of people are allergic. Like my daughter's actually allergic. She wasn't allergic to my cat. I just put my cat that passed away, or Tito, because they were around before she was born. Yeah. So she's immune to them. But we had her allergy tested for other things, and cats came up. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to own another cat.
Right.
Because I don't know if those ones will affect her. But he is just like my lover boy.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's cute.
He is a good boy.
That's cute. Well.
Want to wrap it up?
Let's wrap this up. I don't think I have it in me to do an improv.
Yeah, no.
It's a.
It's been a late night.
Yeah, we started late. We could try if you would have told me one just to see, and if it stinks,
let's try it.
Well, whatever.
We'll leave it in.
We'll leave it in because that's what we do. Why not?
All right. Now, would've is one word.
Would've is one word. Yes.
I'll start.
Okay.
If
you
would've
told
me
that
the
sleepwalker
in
the
store
had
never
seen
a
cat
before,
then
I
would've
never
had
believed
that
yeah, that
parrot
ever
would've
said
to
my
cat
that
You
are
a
unbelievable
asshole.
That's right. I was like,
We did it.
I was like, I can't say asshole. It's an asshole.
An asshole.
So
We pulled it off.
we did it.
After
That
a
was
long
funny.
night.
It made no sense.
No sense, but that's what we do.
I know.
And we're going to get better.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for another fun episode of You Would Have Told Me. Please do all the social media stuff, like our reels,
Subscribe,
email us,
comment.
all the stuff.
All the stuff.
We know you're not going to email us. Nobody emails anymore. I set up an email. Nobody emails.
Ever? You've not gotten one email?
No, not one email.
I'm going to post something to our story.
Yeah,
to email
we'll do that. We'll do that.
Okay.
So, yes, thank you, everybody. Please tell your friends about us, and we'll catch you next time. Yeah.
That was fun.